A long time ago, in a beautiful land filled with rolling hills and green pastures, there lived an old man named Abraham and his wife, Sarah. They loved God very much, but there was one thing they didn't have: a child of their own. They were very old, and Sarah thought she could never have a baby. One night, God spoke to Abraham.
Abraham, look at the stars. Can you count them?
No, God, there are too many.
That's how many children and grandchildren you will have. Your family will be a great nation.
Abraham was amazed, but there was one little problem. He and Sarah had no children, and they were very old. Abraham believed God, even though it seemed impossible. And guess what? God kept his promise. One day, Sarah had a baby boy. She was so happy she laughed with joy.
God has made me laugh. I will name him Isaac, which means laughter.
Isaac grew up strong and full of joy. But one day, God tested Abraham's faith.
Abraham, do you trust me?
Yes, Lord, I trust you with all my heart.
God told Abraham to take Isaac up a big mountain and offer a sacrifice. Abraham didn't understand, but he obeyed God. He took Isaac and some wood for the offering.
Father, we have wood and fire, but where is the lamb for the offering?
My son, God will provide the lamb.
When they reached the top, Abraham prepared the altar. But just as he was about to obey God's command, something amazing happened.
Abraham, stop. Do not harm the boy. Now I know you truly trust God.
Abraham looked up, and guess what? There was a ram caught in the bushes. God had provided the sacrifice. Abraham and Isaac praised God together, and they learned a big lesson. God always keeps his promises, and he always provides. Isaac grew up and became the father of Jacob and Esau. And God's promise continued, just like the stars in the sky. The story of Abraham and Isaac teaches us a powerful lesson about faith, trust, and God's provision. Abraham loved his son Isaac deeply, but he also trusted God completely. Even when God tested him, Abraham believed that God had a plan. In the end, God provided a ram for the sacrifice, showing that He is a loving and faithful provider. This story reminds us that when we trust God, even in difficult times, He will always take care of us. It also foreshadows the greatest act of love, when God provided Jesus as the ultimate sacrifice to save the world. Just like God provided for Abraham, He provides for us every day. We can always trust in His love and promises.